So the news is already out there that long-running Japanese game giant Konami is reactivating its classic IP, the likes of Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania and the much rumoured Silent Hill series. Rather than just jump on the first news outlet reporting this, I could have made this video a few days ago. I myself and others had been talking about Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill for what feels like forever now. I decided to sit back, chill out, wait for other outlets, see what they come up with, and Foxy Games UK to do some digging on this exciting revelation prior to publishing this video. So, what have we got? Well, Gamatsu.com, one of the first to actually report the story in a semi-official capacity, meaning that they are, a legitimate outlet, even though, like I said, people have been going on record with this years ago, including myself, when I put out a series of tweets and videos discussing the following rumours. Now, well, Konami has yet to deny any of it, and multiple sources are essentially corroborating the same thing. The likes of IGN, Gamer Rant, Gamer Sutra, and more. So I guess we're moving beyond just rumour territory then. There's also been a few updates following the news, which we'll go over at some point during this video. So starting with Gamatsu. Konami are developing Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill revivals, and more classic Konami IP is in the works, at least according to VGC, that's Video Game Chronicle, who reports cited unnamed publishers as sources. Now, the first of these revivals will reportedly be a new Castlevania game described by sources as a reimagination or a reimagining of the series currently in development internally at Konami in Japan with support from external Japanese studios. Now, a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater centered remake project is also reportedly in development at Singapore-based studio Virtuos, while Konami also intends to release remastered versions of the original Metal Gear games ahead of the remake. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Eurogamer has corroborated this report, noting that Konami has mulled over a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake for some time, with one earlier canned idea being a remake with the Fox engine with cutscenes repurposed from the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater pachinko machine. Yes, that dreaded pachinko machine. VGC also reported that multiple Silent Hill games are in development at various external studios, one of which outsourced to a prominent Japanese developer earlier this year. Now, back in February, Silent Hill series composer teased a project announcement, the one you've been waiting for. Now, Gamatsu has also heard that a new Silent Hill is in development at a prominent Japanese developer. That studio is Kojima Productions, according to a publishing source that wishes to remain, of course, anonymous, who also said that the game is funded by Sony Interactive Entertainment, likely making it at least a timed, if not full, PS5 exclusive. So those were the initial reports, and there's certainly no smoke without fire. So enter IGN with its own report, and apparently Konami is inviting indie developers to make new games based on some of its classic series, famous IP from past, and they may be revived through indie creator programs. Now, Konami has announced an indie game contest that actively asks small developers to make games based on some of its classic series, including Gradius, Twin Pop B, and many more. There's a whole raft of Konami IP to choose from. Now, Konami's action and shooting game contests asks indie creators to plan and develop new action games and shooters based on past Konami titles. Now, the rules allow for creators to make remakes or sequels, and they can pick out a single character or mechanic from a past title, or even change or combine genres that may not have been in the originals. Now, this will be through a collaboration of indie creators and Konami. These new works could potentially become commercial products. Now, a video outlining the contest was published by Konami. This contest is sponsored by Konami and held in cooperation with Shushisha Game Creators Camp, a project to support game developers. Now, the contest began September 30 and will run until January 6th, 2022. Now, Konami specified 80 different games for creators to reimagine, include games from Gradius, Star Soldier, Twin B, Nightmare, and others. The full list can be found at the bottom of the official entry page if you care to go to the website. It is in Japanese. Now, it comes at an interesting time for Konami as a whole, as a recent report says the company is beginning to refocus on its owned series, and it becomes more open to allowing third parties to develop games within them, while Konami itself is apparently handling new games for Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill. This contest seems to allow some of its lesser known or more cult favourite series to re-emerge through different means. Now, the grand prize for the contest is 2 million yen, and it equates to about 18,000 US dollars, and Konami will offer published works that can be commercialized in addition to investing up to 30 million yen, that's 270,000 US dollars in development funds for commercialized projects. Konami will provide supervision, production advice and support regarding localization, promotion and development equipment. Now, if this is not indicative of a Konami comeback, well, I don't know what is. Now, to add a further plot to the twist, Hideo Kojima is strongly rumoured to not just be developing a new Metal Gear Solid game, but a consultant role. Incidentally, Kojima is also rumoured to be involved in a Silent Hill project. Now, these rumours have more plot twists than an actual Kojima Productions game, though. What of the other rumoured Silent Hill projects? The alleged involvement of Team Blooper of the Medium IP. Things seem to have gone a little quiet on that front, so I guess we'll have to see what's up with that. Now, Metal Gear Solid 5 was the last game in the series under Kojima, and Konami's falling out caused Kojima Productions to break from its long-time publishing partner. However, it appears some of those bridges appear to be mending, as the industry data analyst Millie Amand says Kojima is returning to the franchise. Posting on Twitter, Kojima would be involved with a future Metal Gear Solid IP as an ambassador or consultant. Now, if Armand's report about Kojima returning to Metal Gear as a consultant is true, it marks a significant shift in the relationship on both sides. Now, Armand notes Konami Digital Entertainment's president, Hideki Hayakawa, understands the importance of Kojima's involvement in the series for both game development and potential game sales, and it could also be the first step in seeing Metal Gear's creator return to the franchise he oversaw for nearly 20 years and pick up where he left off. Though one of the Sony-owned studio Bluepoint games, what's their involvement? Well, Bluepoint is remaking a classic game, but it's not Metal Gear Solid, and again, Magnificent Millie has been leaking info all over the Twitter. Millie may not be the first to break this stuff, but she does have the kind of detail to add to pre-existing rumours to make people sit up and pay attention, and I, for one, am paying attention. Leaker Millie A indicated Bluepoint Games is making a remake of a beloved game, though stopped short of outright saying what the game is in question. Though Millie A did clarify that Bluepoint Games is not developing a Metal Gear Solid remake, which will be disappointing news for those who bought into those rumours. And Millie A also revealed some information about Bluepoint Games' first original project, which is said to be similar in scale to Spider-Man Miles Morales. This does all seem to fit in with past rumours reported on this channel and via other outlets. Now, Bluepoint Games may not be developing a Metal Gear Solid remake, and it seems Metal Gear Solid fans still have a lot to look forward to in the future. Reports have indicated that Konami is producing a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, and it's looking to bring the other Metal Gear Solid games to modern platforms. There's been nothing official about any of that either, but the reports have been backed up by multiple industry insiders. Wow, this is great to know, right? I mean, I'm not going to act surprised when I was privy to long-standing rumours regarding Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid up to 2.5 years ago. I'm overjoyed that Konami is making such a grand return to AAA blockbuster game development, and given Konami's recent game output, which was a bit dire, let's be honest, I am even more overjoyed that many of these games are being outsourced to proven game studios. I think Konami are getting back in the game, so to speak, since they have obviously noticed Capcom's success reviving much loved classic IP, and I guess Konami was thinking, well, we'll have some of that. And with Capcom pushing PC as its lead development platform going forward, the Big C is looking for up to 50% of its game sales from PC, and with PC gaming on the rise in Japan, well, it's easy money, isn't it? Basically, with the current gen consoles, Xbox Series and PS5, the development environment is even closer than it was with PS4 and Xbox One to that of PC. So yeah, PC leads, console get quality ports, everybody's happy. So whichever way you look at it, Konami and Capcom going toe to toe once again, well, that's a win-win situation in anyone's book. Though what say you? Go ahead, sound off, share your thoughts and opinions on today's news, because that unfortunately brings us to the end of the video, though let's continue the discussion cordially in the comments. And for your gaming news, rumour and plausible speculation, hit the like button, yes, subscribe, and yes, hit the notification bell. Help us reach more gamers. Feel free to share the video. Consider supporting Foxy Games UK via Patreon. You'll find a link in this video's description. Thank you for that extra support. Well, that concludes our time together on this Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, play games, not corporations.